and get him in there. This is looking good. Not leaving him in there. I can't share me nuggets with you. I've got something new to show you today. I think it's rather cool. It's a little gas stove from Silverant Outdoors. Inside the bag, the stove comes in two pieces. You've got an upper and a lower. The upper piece is pretty much all titanium. It's got some nice little pot supports, which are easy to deploy. And you've also got the piezo igniter. The bottom piece, it goes on the gas stove. Now you can have both of these pieces left together to go on top of a gas canister, but if you want to store it away in a more compact fashion, then I guess the reason it's in two pieces is that you could pack that down into a much smaller space. Today I'm going to pair him up with my MSR low-down stove. I'm right under the flight path, so you can see the plane. This little stove has got a really high wind guard, so when you put your pot on, there's very little distance in between there. Let me quickly show you what we're doing today. I've made a salad, which I'm going to put in a bowl. I'm going to have some garlic mayonnaise with some tempura chicken. In order to do the chicken, I've got some vegetable oil, a large pot, a gas canister and a gas stove. You can probably see where this is going. I'm going to take my chicken, fry it off in there, stick it in there and get him in there. I wake up in the morning and I think to myself, I've got this brilliant idea. I'm going to go out in the middle of the woods and I'm going to fry off some chicken, just to show everybody how my new stove works. And then I actually get out here and then I realise I'm actually out in the woods and for some bizarre reason I've decided to fry chicken. It kind of doesn't make any sense now, but we'll just go with it anyway. We're here, we'll just enjoy it, enjoy the experience. I guess most normal people would come out and do this. Let's fire him up. Beautiful job. I guess most normal people would come out and do this, and they would have a sandwich instead of trying to turn the local woods into your local KFC. You might be wondering how I know it's up to temperature. I've got a temperature gauge here, 8 Celsius. Today outside, I need him at 190 Celsius. Let's have a look. We're getting there. Got a while to go. Let's try him again. I think we're close. I've never tried this outside in the woods before. That's an interesting experiment. Oh gosh. We'll go with that. He was dropping. He's back there. Let's get a couple in. See what happens. Beautiful job. Nothing like the sound of frying chicken in the woods, is there? Perfectly normal. Well, I've got the first batch out. They look pretty good, don't they? And I got the next batch in. This is looking good. Little check of my temperature. It's dropped a bit, but he'll get there. Get back up to speed. I know I ought to be holding the handle really, but I've only got 2 hands. I'm not an octopus. And also, you may have noticed, the observant of you, that I'm using the same tongs for raw and cooked. However, my theory is that if I can stick them in here, then the heat of the fat, when I put them back in here, will kill off any kind of germs. Whether that's a thing or not, I don't know, but that's what I'm doing. These little tongs are brilliant, by the way. These are made of bamboo and they're for toast. I think I might have showed them to you before, but if you've not seen it before, it might be useful to you. Not very expensive and they're just really useful. I think we'll let that cool down. This is probably not going to come out very well on camera, but up in that gap there, there's a couple of people that are doing a bit of rock climbing. Now they must be wondering why they can smell fried chicken. Although this little man has done an amazing job and the windshield around him works really well, I would still recommend using the actual windshield. Time for a cup of tea and me lunch. Come on, there's a bit left. Keep going. Not leaving him in there. Must say I'm really pleased with how that worked out. See how crispy they are. Listen. Proper crispy. It's been a long week this week, so I thought I'd come out and just chillax a bit with all my friends, the trees and the environment. Make a bit of lunch, use my new stove and just enjoy it. I thought you might like to share the view. But unfortunately, I can't share me nuggets with you. You just have to take my word for it, how nice they are. So what do I think of this new kid on the block? I think he's all right. I love the way that titanium has gone all lovely and blue. I know it's only a small thing, but I do like a bit of titanium. I know a lot of you do as well. He's got a nice width on the top with those little arms. And yeah, can't fault it. Lovely piece of kit. Not quite sure how I would carry it around usually. I don't know. I suppose it depends how big a kind of package or bag you've got. As in what you want him to fit in. I think the thing to do with this is make sure you always put it inside a pot. Or put it inside something where it's not going to get damaged at all, you know, because you don't get a hard carrying box with it. So keep it in your cooking pot. And I don't think you can go far wrong, really. What I might do is compare this little stove to a few others I've got. And so you can see the size difference, etc. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and I'll do it. If you're not, I may not. I don't want to be wasting your time with things that you go, oh, I'm not really interested in that. I do have a bit of an issue, actually. Which is how I'm going to get this can of oil home without spilling it. I went for a large self-sealing bag. I was hoping that he's going to fit in there. I haven't tried it, and was hoping it kind of seals up. So if any of it does come out, it just goes in the bag. And I'll deal with the mess after. I love coming out and about and just forgetting about. Just carry it like that. Forgetting about all the strife and turmoil in the world. And just doing my own thing. It's nice. It's very relaxing. Right, come on you. If you are curious about the bits and pieces that I show you, the titanium bits from Silverant, then check out their website. They're always coming up with new products, and everything I've had from them has been quality bits of kit. All over the place, try not to trip over. So they're well worth checking out if you're in the market for some titanium kit. It's absolutely beautiful coming down here. You also get the added ambience of aeroplanes flying over. This is right on the flight path to Bristol Airport. I just love it with all this greenery and everything. It's just so relaxing, so cool. I'm planning on doing a hot tent camp quite soon. So if you're into all that and you want to see how I get on, then feel free to subscribe. I bought myself a nature hike tent. It's called the Massive, and it was on offer on Amazon. And I've been looking at hot tents for a while. There's the teepee type, which I'm not too keen on, because they've got that centre pole and that really restricts the amount of space you've got on the inside. They look big on the outside, but in reality with any teepee tent, you've got a pole in the middle, then you've always got that annoyance of it being in the way. So I bought myself the Nature Hike Massive in the sale, £200 instead of £249 or whatever. Can't really afford it, but I'm going for it anyway. And hopefully it'll last me a long time. And I've got a tent stove as well. Really looking forward to trying that out. And I find something interesting to cook as well, I think. I've got a few ideas. We'll see how it goes. These boys will be a bit big for my little wood stove that I've got. There's devastation everywhere here from when we had all those storms over the winter. And there's just complete carnage. But it's nice here on this estate that they just leave things to go back to the land and just be part of nature. Well, we made it back to the car park and I got my pot. Thanks for coming along on this one. I'll see you next time. InfoZhed out.